Welcome back to the news right here. And our conversation centered around the kidnapping spree escalating as the federal government negotiates hostages' freedom. Well, despite the reported intensified military operation against bandits and terrorists, the criminals have continued their wave of terror, abducting 20 persons in Kwara and Kano between Monday night and Tuesday morning. The development comes barely 24 hours after 38 worshippers abducted from the Christ Apostolic Church, Oke Isegun, Eruku, Ikere, Kwara State, on November 18 were released by their abductors. The worshippers were freed on Sunday after a non-kinetic operation involving the Department of State Services and the military. The details of the operation are hazy, but the presidential spokesperson, Bayo Onanuga, dismissed speculation that a ransom was paid, stressing that the government simply negotiated with the bandits for the release of the hostages. Well, joining us now tonight is Orji Ama Onu, and he's a legal practitioner. Good evening, Barrister Orji, and welcome to the show.
Good evening, ma.
You're welcome. So let's talk about this press release by Bayo Onanuga, who's the presidential spokesperson, saying that, well, there was no ransom paid, but of course, there were negotiations with the bandits to release the hostages. And we also saw the footage circulating online by, the terrorists trying to refute what the presidency had said, that they rescued the girls. They had come out to say, well, there was no rescue, but they simply made a peace deal with the government. What's your take on that?
Okay, let me start by saying this. The statement emanating from the spokesperson to the president is quite unfortunate. It's quite zany, You cannot tell us that you just had a negotiation and you didn't pay any money. You cannot tell us that. And, it goes to show how these politicians rate us. And it also goes to show how the professionalism of the people who are speaking for the president, the spin doctors, the people around the president. Yes, you might tell us that you have applied non-kinetic approach to release these people. Yes, it's better you tell us the truth. Though even the non-kinetic approach the government have been using is actually very, very, very dangerous, because indirectly you are arming these people. You are giving them money. I watched one BBC interview with one of the bandits. The bandits vehemently stated that one time Zamfara state government paid them 60 million naira to release some of their hostages. What did they use with the money? They used the money to buy more weapons. So when we have a government who is indirectly empowering the bandits, instead of solving the situation issues, the insecurity issues we have, you are indirectly empowering the bandits. If you are paying ransom to the bandits, how long are you going to be paying ransom? Because you are actually indirectly empowering these bandits. So I agree with the bandits. They had a negotiation with them and they were paid. After all, what they were looking for, they are looking for money. And tomorrow they will go to another place and kidnap people. And they will also ask the government there to give them money and they will pay. And this thing will continue like this. It will become a recurrent decimal. This is not how to solve the insecurity issue. It's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, let's talk about how it's been very difficult for a lot of people, especially in government, to name this thing for what it is. They're just trying to go around the cover. And of course, when Donald Trump had said this was a Christian genocide, we also saw the pictures circulating today of an Anglican bishop who's in Kaduna State, if I'm not mistaken, the Venerable Archie, and his wife, who had been abducted for a while now. And sadly, this evening, the breaking news was that he had been killed. We're yet to confirm that report, but it's just all over circulating that he had been killed. And even his phone was used to make the video or to take a picture of him and upload on his Facebook page. So what do you think is actually the problem? Some of our senators, including the Senate president, have been making allusions to the fact that, well, this is politically motivated. Why are they not facing this head on as men that they are? Why are they trying to be cowards in the fight for this insurgency?
I think our problem with insecurity, or the problem we have been having with this insecurity issue, is lack of leadership. And is also lack of sincere leadership. And is also lack of empathic leadership. We have had a president, or we have been having government who care less about what happened to their citizens. This thing has been there since Buhari came into power. We have been having this issue with herdsmen, in addition with Boko Haram, ISWAP, and what have you. And we have multiplicity of terrorist group in Nigeria. So our problem, we have had a government since 2015 who care more about politics, who care more about power than serving the people. That is what we have been having. Okay, we have been having issue of terrorism. Take a classical example of what happened in Benue State, how the president handled it. People died in a village in Benue State. The president did not release any press conference. He took the Pope to mention it in far away in Italy, in Vatican City, before our president woke up, and even when he came to Benue State, including the Benue State governor, they organized, it was like a fanfare. The president did not come to Benue State as someone who came to mourn. He came to Benue State as somebody who came to celebrate. And he didn't even deem it enough necessary to visit the particular locality where this thing happened. We have been having this issue of banditry recently. Thank God for Donald Trump, who spoke, and other Americans who have been very supportive. Now, it took the intervention of the American president for our own government to wake up, to do something, for them to do something, because what they have done is just something, a little. They have not done enough. How many times have you seen the president issue a press conference? Have you even come to address the public? Is there anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world where you have people have been kidnapped like this, where we have had recently, and the president will not come and address the people? It's not done. It's an anomaly. It's an anomaly, and it's something that can only happen in this part of the world. And because Nigerians have the habit of taking anything from their leaders, they don't hold their leaders accountable. And we are also the part of the problem, because we don't hold our leaders accountable. We are too divided to hold our leaders accountable. That is the problem. The government have not done enough. They have not shown political will. They have not been sincere with it. Okay, look at the comment of Senator Aina Baribe. There was this before the incident happened in Kebbi State. The military were withdrawn. Up till now, even the governor is asking, what happened? Why did they withdraw the military? And these guys operated for 2 hours. Nobody confronted them. Since that time, the president have not asked the commander-in-chief or the security of officials to, please, I want to see who commanded this military to leave that location before the attack. We have accountability issues. The government have not done enough. It's not a rocket science. What we have currently, the leadership is not rocket science. It's just our leaders who are not ready to serve. They are not ready. They are not ready to protect lives and property. Sadly, the issue of life and property is at the forefront of governance. That is actually the main reason why we have government. If you cannot protect people's life and property, please get out. Get out if you cannot protect. That is what is happening. They have shown that they lack the capacity to protect us, to protect Nigerians.
All right. So we'll have to leave the conversation here because my time is up. But thank you so much, Barrister Ama, for putting your voice to this. And of course, I think that as Nigerians, we owe it to ourselves to tell ourselves the truth and to come together with one voice to speak against the terrorism plague in the land and the government not doing enough, really. Thank you so much, Barrister Orji.
Thank you, ma.
That's all we have for you tonight, right here on Afia TV News. To follow us on all our social media platforms, it's Afia TV Official. And on behalf of the entire production team, I am Amazing Grace Ajayi. Thank you so much for joining in, and good night.